Sure there everyone, my name is Jake the Best and welcome to the Realm SMP. This is episode 3 and oh my god, so much has happened in between episodes. As you can see, yeah, a lot of people have done. I've also, obviously, I've got a lot to explain at the beginning of this episode. Before building my museum, but yeah, there's building this part of the museum, which is going to be kind of our last building episode for a little bit. Now, we have to go through all of these guests. Now, I think it's probably most important to say the Realm newspaper, which I actually have already read, which basically just explains with the new factions, is how we now have 5 factions, and I am actually a part of one of them. Oh, pardon me. As you can see, I'm a part of the Mockingbirds faction, and excuse me, please. Okay, now I have to go and clean up this path because people will decide to be ridiculously inconsiderate. But yeah, people are building paths, which I'm actually not happy with that these paths were built, because it's kind of annoying. I now have to build around the paths, but it's fine. Yes, this path I will destroy, because this path is questionably close to my museum, which is, yeah, I'm actually going to plan on moving this entire path, because I planned on doing a lot outside around the edges of my museum, and people are not giving me a lot of space. Like, yeah, so I'm going to eventually at some point lay out an area of where the museum will be sitting on the map, and so this vandalizing doesn't happen any further. Yeah, that will be also something we do in this episode. But I am a part of the Mockingbirds faction, which is a bunch of people. I just go watch Swish's new video, where she did mock me. I am not mocking people's things by making a museum. I am making these very accurate. Swish. I should just burn her little house down right now. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. There's also some other things in there. What I'm going to do, though, is take the book and destroy this, please, because you were kind of in the middle of where I wanted to build. Yeah, my inventory's a mess. From Neo to the museum, a quote by Hamish. I'm a big meanie head, Hamish. And I guess this pink heart. Yeah, none of this is worth to go into the museum. If you think that's all you need to the museum is just to put a sign. However, one thing I will be putting, a very cool, very slay, yas queen, get it girl. I appreciate it, but anyway. Forgot what that said. From Ghost Kai, book and quill, and a warden head. Verse 1, Tommy used to work, okay, this is so much. I'm coming on your forehead. Well, I guess we need to make a library section. But we also have this warden head, which they have decided for me to hold on to and display in my museum. Which, to be honest, I probably will. We also have some important mail. Vote Sapphire present. Sapphire off the Mockingbirds. Well, that's fair enough. Shopping district at spawn. Fill in creeper explosions. Yeah, Sapphire already gets one. But now that we have finally cleaned up all the vandalism, we need to create a mailbox. Clean up. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to continue working on my museum today, and we need to collect the resources for it. And also build up some areas. I need to dump so much. Yeah, also we've got some teammates that are building a lot. Also, that is extremely ugly, and if it stays like that, it will be annoying. But yeah. Definitely a sort of a marked out area would be good. That'd be good to work on in this episode. But we need to get some deep slate and some more brick and some stuff. We have a lot to do. Someone also brought me a cake. There's been so much chaos that has happened in the past week. We need to get this museum finished and get some areas laid out. Now, obviously, doing? Yes. Yeah, I put some, like, better enchantments on these tools, but, like, the weird ways enchantments happen on the server is really weird, and I just don't get it. So, yes, yeah, I'm low on levels because of it. Yeah, I was planning on putting, like, a whole bush and tree area outside the outskirts of my museum. And I guess that might be a project for maybe the next episode, or we could probably even do that this episode, just make the kind of bush area that we can use to kind of mark out where I want my museum, because this is going to be a big project. But anyway, it is time to get working. Now we obviously need some more bricks, some more deep slate, and some more glass. Now let's, obviously I got all the smooth sandstone in between episodes, because that takes forever. Let's start with the deep slate, because that is probably the easiest of all things to collect. Basically, we just need to find a cave, and we've used the same cave since episode 1 for this. That's now episode 3. We should go to our table. We actually already have some slabs, some stairs. Right, that's probably, we'll create another half a stack, and then the rest will turn into this. Now, obviously we're going to need some leaves. Right, now, of stuff that we also need, we need leaves, and we need more books. And obviously some sand. Now, we're not going to do anything too nefarious here, but let's just say we are going to steal some clay for some of our allies. I'm just saying that. Jesus Christ, this is way too close for comfort. So we're just gonna sneak in, we're gonna stay very quiet, we're even gonna stay muted so they don't hear me doing this. We're just gonna pinch some clay and we're gonna run. Now if they have a problem with this, me stealing this clay, I don't know, I'll pay them back somehow. Just, I can pay you back in some way. And collect a bunch of oak leaves. Now, I know this is slightly bad for the environment, but actually... Yeah, I actually want, like, quite a few stacks of leaves. That's, like, at least, like, 7 stacks. Okay, so we have a lot of birch leaves. A lot of leaves now. So, oh my bloody Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's a lot of rearranging that I actually need to do. Not only do I have to rebuild things, I also need to do so much work. Okay, so this doesn't actually end here, it ends... God, okay, there's a lot of building to be done. But, basically... I don't just have to build this half, I have a lot to do. Well, we are going to start working on this build, and I'm going to play around with some things, and once I'm done, I'll start explaining what I've done, right? Okay, let's let's go. So, yeah, we've done some stuff. This is where I'm going to probably leave it for today's episode. Besides doing the leaps, I'm going to do those quickly. I'll probably do those after the episode anyway. Just kind of marking out where the museum is. But honestly, this is huge. This museum is pretty huge, and it's not done. Like, there's a whole exhibit that goes here, that is placed here. It's an exhibit. There is so much space, and I am ready to start decking this museum out with all of my different exhibits. But yeah, there's like a room there. Oh, I forgot all the glass. I need to do that. I'll do some glass stuff after the episode, but that is going pretty much. That's it. That's all I'm doing for this episode. It's just doing a lot of building. So that's going to end this episode of The Realm SMP. All that's left to say is thank you for watching, if indeed you still are. Farewell.